welcome to the second edition of Nerd Talk. Okay, I was gonna do this on my phone, but my phone's been weird with the video. I did an unboxing video recently, and I don't know if it's working for people. It didn't work for my sister-in-law, and when I watched it, it wouldn't work. So, oh well. Anyways, welcome to the second edition of Nerd Talk, where we talk all things nerd, and that's nerd, like in comic books and movies and video games and your wrestling and all sorts of stuff. So welcome, welcome. Let me see if I can clean the. There we go, much better. I need to clean the screen of my laptop. Anyhow, welcome again. I had a good day at karate. I had a good week working out. I have been pretty busy lately. Saturday, let's get stuff out of the way. Saturday, I had my first ever wrestling match. Okay. I debuted in wrestling. Now, I didn't go wearing stone or whatever, okay? I used a different name, and they still screwed that name up. I'm okay. Okay, let me get to the first piece of business. Wrestling names. Anybody know why alter egos of wrestling in wrestling are created? Anyone? No, because no one's on at the moment. I'll tell you, anybody gets watches this on replay, they are created as an anonymity. Okay, now anonymities, they're created so people will have privacy. It's like authors that don't want to use their real name, so they make up a different name. It's so they won't. Uh, it's so they can have privacy. They separate their life with their writing life or whatever. Wrestlers tend to do the same things. There's a few exceptions. You have Randy Orton in WWE, whose real name is Randall Keith Orton. Okay, there's that. John Cena. John Cena's his real name. Now, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, it's Dwayne Johnson. Okay, so, but everybody called him The Rock, and he used that as an alias. You know. Well, I created my name, Captain Cutlass. Captain Cutlass was going to be my wrestling name. Okay? Captain Cutlass, okay? The thing about Captain Cutlass turned into, let's call him this, and it screwed up. So now I've got to think of a different name. Well, I've got a different name thought up, and I'm going to debut that name at the next wrestling event. Love soda. Anyhow, no, I'm not gonna have you licking at yourself while on camera. Okay, let's get to that. But they screwed it up, and now I gotta come up with a different name. Dang it, I forgot my cord again. Jesus. Gotta go back out there and get my. Well, let's get to News today. Okay, let's go on to let's do the portion where I go to my Google feed and talk about the first nerd thing that pops up. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'm having trouble finding it. So let me go on to the next page on my Google feed. Remember, if y'all hop on, y'all can ask any questions, any nerd-like questions that you can think of. Okay. Batman number 72. Okay. I guess we'll be talking about Batman. Um, I don't know what Batman number 72 is, so uh okay, we're talking about Batman again. Uh Batman is, what can I say about Batman? The probably most iconic superhero in all of comic book history. Reasons being, like I discussed in the last video, Batman. We keep forgetting Batman's human. Point blank. Okay, Batman is human. That's all. He uses his strength, his brains, really cool gadgets. I think that's why everybody loves Batman, or at least a lot of people do, because Batman has all these gadgets. Okay, and it's cool because he's got like the coolest vehicle. He's got like the coolest air mode of transportation through the air. He's got a nice battering. He throws it and it comes back. A lot of times. Sometimes it doesn't. And he's smart. He uses his brain. He's probably one of the first superheroes to ever go and use his brain instead of first going with his brawn. So it's interesting. Batman he's the focal point. He's a standard for non superpowered superheroes. So yeah. Um So that's not bad. I didn't realize how hard this was. Let's see. Other nerd stuff. Oh yeah. If y'all watching Green Marion, the new movie theater opens tomorrow. And this, I know it's not really nerd related, but you have Secret Life of Pets 2 and John Wick 3 playing tomorrow. So that's gonna be interesting. I know I talk nerd stuff, but I want to take a moment to take a detour. There's this thing been going around. It's June, and it's where gay people take the time to celebrate the fact that they're gay. Okay? It's gay pride. Well, something that caught my eye, it's really ticked me off. I'll get to that in a bit. Anybody know why the Gay Pride Parade was created? Let me tell you why the Gay Pride Parade was created. Gay people. Now, I don't always agree with everything they do, but gay people, lesbians, transgenders, gays, they've been ridiculed and persecuted, and just shamed for what they are, which, in my opinion, is it's downright shameful and disgusting that anybody would ever do that. Because, this guy's gay. Well, we passed him over on this job for a straight guy. Okay, this guy's gay. Let's bully him in school. This guy's gay. He likes this guy. Let's kill him because we don't agree with who he's married to or who he's in bed with. And I don't like to get all religious on my YouTube channel or any of my social media. But if anybody knows me personally, I'm a pretty religious guy. Okay, I may not go to church every Sunday, but there are reasons behind that. I have my own personal reasons, and I have a lot of disagreements with churches. I don't exactly see eye to eye with them. But, okay, here's what gets me. Okay, I don't want to get all religious, okay, but I'm about to right now. Anybody who's read the Bible, you don't even have to be religious to have read the Bible. You don't. You just read the Bible. I mean, I have an atheist friend who's atheist that says it's one of the greatest reads he's ever read for a fictional book. Okay. But in there are things we call the 10 Commandments. Okay. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt honor thy parents, thy mother, and thy father. Thou shalt not sleep with thy neighbor's wife or husband. Okay, stuff like that. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Or thou shalt not worship any other idols before me. Okay, but there's one in there that rings true. Thou shalt not kill. Okay. Now I know there's something that says an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Okay. But the thou shalt not kill thing. You'd think that would ring pretty intense and true. But yet, you got people who's willing to kill gay people over the fact that they're with another guy or a girl. And in my opinion, that's just shameful and disgusting. The point of it is gays, transgenders, and lesbians have been through way more than any of us will ever be. In my opinion, I think they've been through way more, had it harder than even, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong, correct me, but I think they've had it harder than African Americans. Yeah, African Americans went through the whole slave thing. Let me focus on that for a moment too. Hey, yeah, African Americans out there, I hope you're listening. I have nothing against you. Okay. One thing I do have against is when you say, "Hey, you guys stop treating me like this. I was a slave." No, you weren't a slave. You were not a slave. Your ancestors were slaves. You have free rights. You have the chance to go to school and get an education and sleep in a warm bed and do all this stuff. That doesn't, you're free. Your ancestors, however, had to work out into the fields. If they messed up, they got whipped. Okay? They barely got food. They didn't have an education. So no, don't go around saying life sucks for me because I was a slave. No, your ancestors were slaves. Yeah, it sucks. I'm not diminishing what your ancestors went through. But your ancestors were slaves, not you. So stop playing the slave card and get over it. Okay? You just hate me because I was a slave. No, maybe people hate you because you a jerk or a douchebag. Just because your ancestors were slaves doesn't give you the right to be a douchebag. Okay, now away from that, because I don't want to sound racist. I believe gays, transgenders, and lesbians have it harder than, the African Americans. So, yeah, okay, they've had it rougher. Okay, they've had jobs passed over, people's passed them over for jobs just so they can give it to the straight person. Okay, it's happened. But the thing that's really ticked me off, okay, there is if you've seen in the news lately, Chris Evans, okay, this is where the nerd part comes in. Chris Evans, who everybody knows plays Captain America, he also played Johnny Storm. He's also the actor that has the claim to be in the most superhero movies. Okay, he's been talking, and I agree with him totally. There are these three guys, I guess you can call them guys, whatever, they're probably douchebags, decided they're going to start a straight pride parade. Straight pride. Why? Why do you need a straight pride parade? I'm straight. I never once thought I needed a straight pride parade. Gay pride parades were created because gays have been persecuted and prosecuted and killed and murdered and shamed and ridiculed for what they are. And they had to fight and rise above, okay, to get to where they are today, to be at least partially accepted. Because I'll tell you this: as much as we want to say we've matured and came a long way in these years, we still treat gays, lesbians, and transgenders like they're some kind of plague. And it's insane that people do that because, one, I have friends who are gay or bisexual or lesbian or transgender. Okay, I have friends like that. Okay, and the fact that you know some douchebags want to start a straight pride parade, it's ridiculous because there's no need to. We why? I'll tell you why. Because they're homophobic. That's what they are. They can't deal with the fact that they're scared of these people. So they figured, hey, they have this. Why can't we have it? Well, that's how it works. This person over here has $20 million. Why can't I have $20 million? You know what? I'll go make me $20 million and I'll be happy. Like to tell my niece and nephew something that I believe rings true in the world. And I use it for like if they ask for something in the house. And let's say I have this Dr. Pepper, okay? I'm drinking it. My niece or nephew will say, can I have it? And I let in. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend like me. A friend like me. I love that song. Okay. I love Aladdin. I love the cartoon. Okay. The animated movie. The animated movie was great. Robin Williams, great work. I mean, in my opinion, you're never going to find somebody better than Robin Williams to do comedy. I like him. I mean, Tim Conway's great comedian. Red Skeleton's awesome. I love Gabriel Iglesias. I love Kevin Hart. I love hearing Kevin Hart. But in my opinion, Robin Williams is like above the rest. I love Robin Williams. Robin Williams is great. Mork and Mindy. Mrs. Doubtfire. There was going to be a Mrs. Doubtfire too, but he committed suicide, so they didn't continue that project. Um, but in my opinion, Genie was one of his best works. And the thing about it is, they created that role for Robin Williams. Genie, they wanted Robin Williams to play the genie. If you even look at the animated genie, if you look at him, he resembles Robin Williams from time because you can look at it and be like, "Holy crap, that's Robin Williams!" Okay, they wanted him to play that part. They created it for him. It was great, and there was a lot of flack and outlash and fan criticism over Will Smith playing the genie. Even before a full-length trailer was brought out, they're like, oh, how could you get Will Smith to play the genie? How could you do it? Well, I'm pretty sure if Robin Williams was still alive, he would have played him. But the point being, I reserved my criticism for the movie. I watched it. It was not bad. It was actually pretty decent. Um, I loved it. I mean, and I was critical about the movie anyways, because Aladdin is by far my favorite Disney movie. I love Aladdin. It's great, great piece of art. And the live action movie was great. So, the live action movie was great. I enjoyed it. Um, I think Will Smith did good. I do. Was there things that I thought could have been different? Yeah, sure. Again, I can make everybody happy with everything. Okay, just not gonna do it. Um, let's see. But there's that. Dumbo did great. I was really surprised with Dumbo. They did really well. Lion King's coming out soon, so I'm looking forward to that one because that's another one of my favorites. Let's go movie wise at the moment. Let's take account of everything Disney that's come out so far, that is coming out or has come out this year. Dumbo. Okay. Avengers Endgame. Okay. Aladdin. Okay, that's coming out. Toy Story 4 is coming out. Okay. And now we got 4 movies. Okay, wait, let me do this again. Dumbo, Avengers Endgame, Aladdin. Okay. Toy Story 4 is coming out. Lion King's coming out. Okay. Right, we're not done yet. You have there's another one. Star Wars is coming out. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a Disney movie somewhere. Uh uh oh, Captain Marvel came out. That's right. There's 7. Uh Spider-Man is coming out. There's 8. Okay. So far, I've mentioned 8 movies. Okay. Now, when you take into account, there's quite a few movies coming out this year. Okay. Probably 8 of those movies is already Disney movies made. And then you got to take into account any movies made by Fox is now owned by Disney. So there's that. So Disney's owning the whole box office right there. Okay. Majority of the box office. Boom. Yeah, it goes to Disney. Okay. So it's interesting. Disney's doing pretty good for themselves. This year they're coming out with their streaming service. Should be this year. So Disney Plus, and they'll have movies and go in there, and they'll have shows they're going to be streaming on it. So there's that. Okay. So movie wise, out of the way. Okay, for right now. But let's go to the next portion of the show. Okay. DC Universe app, where I talk things DC. Okay. And DC Universe app. Let me give you another thing. Okay. DC Universe app. You can get it literally. We bring it up here. On your phone. Let me position it. Hold on. I hope it focuses in. There we go. Hopefully you saw it. The DC Universe app. All things DC. Comic books, shows, movies, stuff like that. Except for the shows on the CW. Okay. The thing that I just recently got finished watching, Doom Patrol. Now, Doom Patrol people. If there are any kids watching, I do not condone you to watch Doom Patrol. Okay, if your parents let you, that's their prerogative. But I am not going to condone a kid watching Doom Patrol, only because I believe there are things in there that can probably mentally scar a kid, or they shouldn't see. Period. Okay, Doom Patrol is a very adult-oriented show. or like if you're 18 or whatever. It's not for kids who's 16, who are 15, 14, on downwards. Maybe 16, 17, perhaps. Um, the point being, um, I remember now. Doom Patrol, great show. I enjoyed it. I finished watching the final episode of the first season. It was good. I was overly pleased, overly surprised of how good it was. Um, do I think they could have gone a different way? Yeah, of course. I don't know how many of y'all are planning to watch it or have watched it, but Doom Patrol, it's got some familiar people in it. If you watched, now it's got some familiar people in it that unless you watch it all the way through, when you first see it, you're gonna be like, "Wait, who was that guy?" Matt Bomer. He was in White Collar. He played Neil Caffrey. He plays Larry Trainer. Uh, the Mr. The Negative Man. That's what they call him. Pretty good movie. A pretty good part. I like that. You got Cliff Steele, played by Brendan Fraser. Now, Brendan Fraser was in the Mummy movies. He was in Looney Tunes Back in Action, I think. He was in quite a few things. He was a pretty big movie star to ruined his career. I really don't know how that happened, but Hollywood wouldn't hire him back. I guess that happens at points in your career. I don't know. But I'm glad they got him to play in Doom Patrol because I think it's good for his career, and he's probably getting paid a crap load of money. But he plays Cliff Steele, the Robot Man. So that was good. He did good there. Then you had people that you didn't recognize. I mean, there were some that I did. It was pretty good. Pretty good show. I enjoyed it. The next thing up to bat on the DC Universe app. All news DC Universe. I was checking. There's a new show out there on the DC Universe app that I'm going to start watching soon. It's called Swamp Thing. And I'm checking my Google feed earlier today. Checking my Google feed. And I find out they've canceled Swamp Thing. Okay, see, here's the thing about anything on the, DC Universe app, it's probably already filmed. Okay? They probably already filmed the whole first season of Swamp Thing. Okay? Downside is, it is now canceled. So, no more seasons. And it sucks because it was so critically praised. The Swamp Thing was so critically praised by people and fans that I figured it was going to be a great show, But I don't know. I don't know what happened. When I find out exactly what happened to cause it to get canceled, I will let y'all know. But yeah, no second season of Swamp Thing unless they do what they did with Timeless. If everybody remembers that whole thing, Timeless, the show about the people who go back and forth in time and stop Rittenhouse from screwing up time and reshaping it in their image. Okay. So the whole point being, Rittenhouse was, Timeless got canceled after the first season, okay? So it got canceled. But the fans were so devoted to it, they stood outside of the doors and windows of the buildings petitioning that they bring back Timeless. And they got flooded with emails and comments online that they had no choice but to bring it back. Well, what happens after the second season? It gets canceled again. Well, what happens? Fans get into an uproar again, and they petition that they bring it back. So they figured, you know what, we'll bring it back for a 2-hour movie. Okay? And they did. They did. It was great. I enjoyed it. Timeless was a good show. Well, they did that. Where they're doing that with something. After one season, they haven't even aired all the episodes. Okay, they haven't even aired all the episodes. They've only done like 2 episodes. They haven't aired it. They haven't aired all the episodes yet, and they've already canceled it. So they don't even know if the ratings were good or the viewership was good. Okay, so they canceled it. See, that's the downsides with shows like that, with apps like that. So I'm a little bummed about that. But if I watch it and it sucks, I won't be as bummed. Let's see. I don't have reading material to focus on at the moment. Once I start reading up more stuff on the DC Universe app, I will suggest reading material for y'all. But I will say this. There is a new comic series out at the moment called Last Night on Earth. Now that's Knight, not, night as in darkness. They mean last night on Earth. Nice pun to the words. I've heard some stuff about it. I haven't really read it. But from everything I've heard, it seems to be good. So if you want to read something probably interesting, breathtaking, whatever, that is probably what you should read. The Last Night on Earth. I still suggest people read the Legends of the Dark Knight. So that should be good. There is Arkham. Not Arkham. Things Detective Comics number 1000. I think I can't remember. You find out the Arkham Knight appears. You find out the Arkham Knight is a woman. Okay, raised in Arkham. Basically she hates Batman because make things. Her mom was giving birth, went into labor with her right there when a riot broke out in Arkham Asylum. Okay, and you'd think at this point, Joker, Two-Face, Harley Quinn, Solomon Grundy, all these people would run. No, what do? They stop and they help the woman deliver the baby. Okay, well, they deliver the baby. Well, one of the criminals trying to escape picks up a batarang, throws it, hits the mother in the jugular, thus killing her. And the criminals kill the guy who killed her. And which is pretty ironic because you think the last people who would ever get pissed that some criminal killed an innocent woman would be, you think the last people would get pissed would be Joker, Solomon Grundy, Two-Face, Harley Quinn, and you think. But the big one being because Solomon Grundy, well, he's a zombie. Okay, Two-Face, he's two sides of like a coin. Okay, you got your heads and you got your tails. Joker's just okay. So that's a shocker. Well, and Joker being Joker, He's back in the South. The girl's reading stories to Joker. And of course, the little girl's going to grow up thinking Batman did because it was a batarang that killed her mother. And Joker's not going to tell her otherwise because he wants, another person coming after Batman. That'll make him happy. But it's just the fact of the bad guy stopping to help deliver a baby. That is insane. It shows that there is no 100% evil and no 100% good. It's actually pretty good take on storytelling. So I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to see what happens. So that's going to be interesting. Okay. Away from DC Universe app. That's gone. I'll talk about more of that in the next episode. More news. Let's go all the way to the realm of Netflix. Netflix. Today, I got news on my Google feed that one of my favorite shows, The Ranch, has been canceled. They canceled The Ranch. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Fuller House has gotten the cut. It got axed, so they're going to be on their final season. Don't you think? Because I guess it works differently with shows being on like Netflix streaming service. I guess that works out great because they don't have to worry about ratings on like a regular cable show ratings. Because if you air your first pilot episode on say like a TV on a regular TV streaming channel, a regular TV station like ABC or Fox or whatever, and you get horrible ratings, odds are you're probably not going to be picked up again. Okay. Whereas with Netflix, you just, you get to do it, and I guess you have more free reign and all that stuff. It's just surprising, I guess, but I guess in the long run, it also hinders them because I guess you don't get paid the way you normally do with a Netflix series. I don't know. It's weird. That stuff's always weird. It depends on viewership and ratings and whatever, So yeah, The Ranch got canceled. They filmed their final 20 episodes, so they're going to release it in 2 parts. 10 to each part will have 10 episodes. So after 4 seasons, they get canceled. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. So I suggest you watch The Ranch. It's a good, funny show, and it's comedy. It's pretty good. It has Sam Elliott, in my opinion, one of the greatest actors ever to grace the screen. Ashton Kutcher, who was great in That 70s Show. Alicia Cuthbert, she's a great actress. You did have Danny Masterson, and he got fired because he got the axe because bam. Hey there, Ham. How's it going? Okay. But so that got some good people on The Ranch. Y'all are allowed to ask me any question you want as long as it's nerd related. So, this is a show where we talk nerd stuff, hence Nerd Talk. Running out of drink. Yes, I consider wrestling nerd related stuff too. Let's see. When it hits 12 o'clock, it will officially be Friday. Let me tell you this. WWE has a thing going on. If you have the WWE Network or you're interested in seeing Super Showdown, if you're a wrestling fan or a WWE fan, get the WWE Network. It's $9.99 a month, $10 a month. You get the pay-per-views, whereas normally you'd have to pay 60-some bucks for a pay-per-view. You get the pay-per-view for $10. Then you get all their on-demand content. You get original shows for the WWE Network, like Camp WWE, which in my opinion, I think is funny. So you get all that, and you get Super Showdown, which is airing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in the States, right here. You know. And then if you happen to miss it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you can always watch it on demand. So that's good. Or if you're a little late, you just start it at the beginning. And that's a great thing about the WWE Network. So during Jeddah, and they're doing Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia, they're doing a 50-man battle royal. So that'll be interesting. Goldberg is facing Undertaker. Triple H is facing Randy Orton. Roman Reigns is facing Shane McMahon. You got a good card set up. It should be interesting. Looking forward to it. So I just won't watch it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll probably watch it like 7 at night. It's gonna be interesting. So that's cool. Let's take time away from there. I'm about to wrap this up. With I don't know. Some people who watch this, I'm a wrestler, so made my wrestling debut Saturday. That was cool. That was interesting. I'm training for my next show. And my next match. I have no idea when my next match is. Great thing is I can book myself in like Marion shows or whatever. I'm not sole designated sponsor to, say, the federation I'm part of right now. That's a great thing to be in myself, okay? I can freelance myself and do that. But I'm working on training for my next show. So that should be interesting. You can find all my stuff, wrestling promos via Instagram. So just go to Aaron Stone. You'll just go to like Instagram and type in Aaron Stone like 21, I think. You should find it. I mean, hold on a second. Stop. I can hear you. Okay. So, but let me take a little time to cut a quick promo. I was Captain Cutlass, but now Captain Cutlass is gone. Death of Captain Cutlass, birth of something new. Whoever I end up facing next will be in for a fight. They will. I am going to put up a fight. They're going to know they were in a war. I may not know who I'm facing next time, but I don't care. But they're going to care. They're going to know they were in a fight. And I know what you're saying. Oh my God, if you're not Captain Kellis or Aaron Stone, then who are you? Well, guess what? You'll know when I'm good and ready to let you know. Not a minute sooner, not a second sooner. My choice, my time, I pick. So I'm going to keep y'all stringing along. I'm going to keep stringing you along. Playing you like a little, controlling you like a little marionettes. And you're going to be eager and asking me, what's the name? What's the name? And I'll just tell you, mind your business, because that's what I'm going to be doing. Minding my own. And you'll know what I have in store when I'm ready to tell you. So, until then, stop asking. Okay. And see, wrestling promo. That's how it's gonna go. Should be interesting. I can't wait. I do want to say I lost my first match ever. It happens, but the fans were entertained, and that's the important part. But I'm gonna wrap up this show now. With this, life's too short to hate all the time. Fill it with positive attitudes, okay? Not negative. Okay? This old gay pride parade, okay, that's their business. And, you know, don't start up a straight pride parade just to throw it in their faces. That makes you a douchebag, okay? Secondly, if you have problems, yeah, it sucks. Everybody has problems, okay? Everybody does. But the point being is being able to deal with those problems, okay? Almost everybody has a Facebook these days, okay? Don't go posting all your problems on Facebook, okay? There are things that should be posted on social media and things that shouldn't. Keep what shouldn't off of Facebook. Keep what should on Facebook or any social media. I don't post my personal life on social media. Okay, y'all see what I create here. Nothing more. And on my Instagram, you'll see my wrestling stuff. That's it. And on my Facebook, that's where my family and friends get to see my vacations and, you know, what I like. But I don't post my personal problems on Facebook. My personal life stays where it should be, personal. And all you people who post your personal stuff on Facebook and then somebody comments about it and you get pissed off about it, nah, they have the right to voice their own opinion. If you air your dirty laundry on social media and then you get pissed and then somebody comments about it, you have no right to get pissed because you posted it there for the whole world to see. If you didn't want them to see it, don't post it. And today, in the life of social media, in the world of social media, everything's there. Almost nothing's private. Okay. All I'm saying is, if there's anything I can say about the joke and take away from it, be careful what you post on social media because anybody can see it. Okay. Try not to post politics or religion on there, or your money problems. Okay. But thank y'all for joining this edition of Nerd Talk with Aaron Stone. I will try to be on next week. If I'm not, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm going to try to get more unboxing videos up. Okay. I may have to do those lives. Okay. I don't know. But until next time, thank you for joining this week's edition of Nerd Talk. I am your host, Aaron Stone. Thank you for joining. And stay cool, everyone. Peace. Like I said, stay cool, stay calm, and stay collected. And peace out.